Hi everyone, this video is going to cover our team maker and peer evaluation surveys for the class project for the semester. So if you'll navigate to content and you will scroll down to assignments and then go under the group strategic planning project, you'll see a couple things listed here. And what I want to focus on is this submodule called Team Maker, Contract, and Peer Evaluations. The first thing that we'll focus in on is the Team Maker survey. So if you click this survey, you'll be taken to a screen that looks similar to this one. You'll fill in a few points of information, your first name, last name, e-number, and then we'll go over what is your communication preference, how do you commute to campus, or how long is your commute, how would you even characterize your writing ability, your speaking ability, and when you do work in a group, what kind of role do you prefer taking? And then it'll ask some different questions regarding your availability time during the day and availability time during the week. Now, this is all to help pair you into groups appropriately to make sure that we have like schedules, like leadership preferences, like communication preferences, things like that put together in a cohesive group. So please remember to complete that Team Maker survey. After you complete your Team Maker survey, one of the first things that you will have to do as a group is your team contract. We'll go over that very quickly. Now, please make sure to read this contract in its entirety. The purpose of this contract is as a team to lay out the rules and the expectations and the goals you have as a group. And to also lay out policies and procedures and consequences should those policy and procedures be violated by any of your group members. Now, this again does have to be jointly agreed upon by the entire group and does require each team member's name, and I'll accept a type name as an electronic signature for the group member. Now, pay special note, team members will have the option to remove a group member from a team if the team member continually fails to meet the standards that are set by the team in that contract. So that's why your consequences, your policies and procedures need to be fairly well laid out to guide us if we get to this step. Now, if this course of action is to be taken, and here's my caveat here, you must meet with me as the instructor before this action is to be taken. Now, if a group member is fired, that group member can be rehired back by the group if an agreeable compromise is reached. And this is going to be solely at the discretion of the team and is not a decision of the instructor. So just want to put that out there to make sure that you're aware of the details that exist here in the contract. And we'll go back to the peer evaluation piece and talk about it just one second. I've got a document here that you can read over at your leisure just about why peer assessments are important, the benefits of peer reviews. So you can go through and read that as you are able. But I want to go over and show you what the peer evaluation piece does look like. So you'll have a midpoint and a final peer evaluation that are due. It'll look something similar to this. You'll let me know which course you're completing this for. Of course, it will be for strategic planning. And then you'll let me know how many members, including yourself, were in your group, and it'll take you to the appropriate level of questions. So let's go ahead and just fill this out. Let's say we have 4 group members in our group. What you'll do is put in the name of the person that you are evaluating. Now, you will self-evaluate as well, so you can go ahead and put yourself in here, or you can start with another one of your group members. It's going to ask you a couple questions about how they performed or how they are performing in the group if you're doing a midpoint peer evaluation. Any additional comments you have concerning that group member, and then you'll move on to the next group member if you have a multi-member team. Now, what you'll do at the very bottom, one of the few last questions that you'll be asked after you finish evaluating all of your group members is how effectively did you feel you worked together as a group? And then what did you learn about working in a group that you can carry into your next group experience or your future career? Again, I want to encourage you to go back to read this peer evaluation document that I put together, just going over the benefits of peer evaluations and why they are important. And then make sure to thoroughly read through your team contract and complete your surveys on time. If you have any questions, please let me know.